know it's us. We don't need no introduction. It's just us. We don't need no one for nothing.
Do you have the intro ready?
Is Brendan getting it?
Huh?
Are you getting Chell?
I have it.
24?
Huh?
24?
Yeah.
Why aren't you fucking playing with us then?
I was hitting upper deckers before you guys were even born.
No. Me and Todd have been playing this since like 2017.
You've been playing NHL 24 since 2017.
No, Chell.
Yeah.
Chell in general.
I've never played NHL in my entire life.
Never hit an upper deck. Yeah,
We used to just beat the shit out of people, but now we take it serious. Now we take it serious.
That's like the old, like on a GameCube, buying a NASCAR game just so you can start the race and turn around and go backwards. Dude, their
I
sales
always
were
do
probably,
that.
they
I
probably
always
had a
do
lot
that.
of sales. And they thought people actually were fans of NASCAR.
No, you just played NASCAR either to just cause massive wrecks.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that's all you did, man. There's no other points to that game. Like, I couldn't sit there and just drive around in circles for fucking 3 hours because that's exactly what would happen.
Your hand fall asleep,
Yeah,
Tyler?
but you just you're supposed to get drunk before you do it. It's more fun.
Is that how that goes?
That's how they do it.
You got your Zens ready for Chell? Or what?
It don't matter. We're going Applebee's after.
Here's Zinner. You know it's recording.
On camera. I figured. I thought.
we are recording?
Yeah, I heard. I thought I heard recording.
I made sure I hit record when everybody was talking, so that way you would just keep going.
So this is all on the pod?
Yeah, I
We'll
guess.
see. It'll make the cut. I'm sure it'll make the cut.
This is a coffee and spearmint.
Despicable.
Did you see that DJ at the All-Star game popped his innie? Mid what you would call, I don't know what they call it, mid set, I think is what they call him as a DJ.
Who was it?
NHL one?
Huh?
Who is it?
I don't know who it was.
DJ Mushroom Stamp.
No. But he's
I've
up there.
heard of him.
What's the yellow flavor? He popped one of them boys.
Lemon?
Mid set, dude. He popped it in.
Is it
Some
lemon?
He
lemon
didn't
chips.
even put it in his upper deck. He's a pro, dude. Just threw it in the mouth and then worked it up there.
He put it on the
Yes.
bottom shelf, yeah?
And then now he went upper decky.
Oh.
And then he just kept on powering through the set, dude. He killed that shit.
Was this before Tate McRae?
Before Tate, yeah. Before Tate McRae.
No, Tyler, it wasn't fucking Laney Wilson.
No, that was a joke yesterday
Yes,
during
Jones
games.
Oh.
It was a joke.
Who's Tate McRae?
It's like our generation's version of Britney Spears, basically.
I wouldn't go that far.
It's Tate, bitch.
Yo, good. I'm
what is-
looking.
What?
How do you spell her name?
She's Canadian.
Tate.
TAINT.
And then McCready.
Yeah.
Taint McCready.
Yeah.
Nah, but she's like since she's Canadian, she's a big hockey advocate. So
So is Justin Bieber.
Well,
Saw he was at the All-Star
and
game.
Biebs also Canadian All-Star.
Yeah, that's her.
There's one of her like in goalie like knee guards. That's the one. You see that one? That's
I haven't seen it now.
I'm pretty sure it's her album. Pretty sure it's her album cover, dude.
I'm glad Brendan got it.
We all got it. I was just trying to continue on. There we are. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea who this is.
You do now.
Canadian. She sings, I don't know what her songs are called, but
I feel like every other word's probably A then, right?
Probably maple
Yeah.
syrup, bacon. Eh?
Probably loves Tim Hortons.
Timmy Worlds, baby.
Upper Deckies probably too.
Hey, watch what you say about her. Have you guys checked her age?
I bet you Noah has.
She's above age. She had a beer the other day at the Canada hockey game.
She is 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you Noah's checked that. Noah knows damn well how old she is. Don't have to worry
Noah's a
about
fan.
that.
Yeah, because she got flamed the other day for having a beer. and they're like, "Oh, she's not 21." Well, she's in Canada, but
Well, Canada's 19.
yeah, we know
I
that.
wouldn't know.
We've been to
They're raising
Canada.
canes.
Yeah, I had canes earlier. It's just my lemonade.
Are you editing this all out, or is this what's going on?
We'll see
Who
what
knows?
makes it.
All right.
It depends how long we go.
Okay. Well, welcome back, ladies and
Welcome to
gents.
No Intro. We're here to have fun.
Episode 4.
I think it's gonna be a weekly thing where somebody starts speaking and Tyler just starts cutting them off immediately at the very beginning.
You're due for it next week, Brendan, because he did it to me last week. So
He did it to me last week. Last
Did
week
you
was
like
me.
my bye last week?
You what?
That's in the middle saying, that's good. I was like, bye.
Oh, yeah.
So how's
I like-
everybody's week been, man? How's everybody
What?
been?
Pretty basic week.
Yeah,
Mid.
Still alive.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Picked up on a book though. We're reading
Oh,
first book of 2024.
what book is it? What we got going?
Obstacles the Way. Great book.
By Ryan Holiday?
Justin,
What?
you don't know who the hell it's from.
What? No, that's the author.
Yeah,
Oh.
Ryan Holiday's he's a goat.
He
Good
also
author.
writes Ego's My Enemy.
I would rather read The Magic Treehouse, book 4.
Hey, I don't know a single one of the authors.
Hey,
of
before
any
this
of
though, the last
books.
book I read was Hank the Cowdog.
So,
That was a banger, dude. Let me tell you.
Tyler's like last book I read is like Captain Underpants.
Dude, that series was an undefeated series.
Well, what about the Scholastic book fair though? Remember those days? You'd walk in, give
I
you, like,
literally
two
went there to buy
pencils. What do you
pencils.
even get a book?
Yep. Went there to buy pencils and bookmarks because the bookmarks were free.
Dude, it's so crazy the amount of shit that this generation is missing out on just for the sheer fact of the advances in technology.
Yeah, the $9 that my parents sent me with was not enough to buy anything. I couldn't buy the freaking chocolate calculator with $8 after I spent $1 on my freaking giant pencil.
Dude,
Yeah, I would
if
get
you- yeah.
pencils and like the little scratch things. You get like sniff, and it smells like stuff. Little scratchy sniffs.
Yeah,
So
the
did you
chocolate
remember-
calculator smelled like chocolate.
Yeah, there used to be little erasers that had scents on them too.
I still have Mrs. Smelter's calculator.
Uh,
Yeah, you were rich if you had one of the big pencils.
Big, like the two, like fuck,
Yeah.
like SpongeBob
Like the one that's
pencils?
like a foot and a half long.
Yeah, yeah.
Oy,
yeah.
oy, oy. That's like one of those kind of pencils.
Something like that. Doodle Bob.
Tyler, you remember the little little vending machines where you put quarters in and you got composition notebooks out of them at Peeville? The old Pleasantville? Man, those are
Yep. And you
What
can
about
get
that vending
mechanical
machine?
pencils
We,
or
uh,
pencil
we-
top erasers.
We rated every day. We probably put like $500 in that vending machine at FUHS, man.
Senior
Yeah,
year.
Hot buffs every day.
I was gonna
Hot
say.
Buffs and the Zero Pepsi Max Cherry. Yeah.
That was an everyday thing, dude. In between
And then
second,
Welch's
third, and fourth period,
Yep. The
AP Calculus.
Yeah.
walk over there, grab a hot buffs, do a whole lap around the school, maybe stop another classroom, be about 15 minutes late back to class.
Yep. Miss Meltzer didn't care. She also tried to separate us at one point, didn't really work. She was like, gotta get your fucking work done. And we're like, well, we're having fun doing it. All right, doesn't matter. C's get degrees. Actually, do your
Me and
homework.
Justin used to stand across the room from each other and throw fruit snacks into each other's mouths.
And then
High
you just
school
have
baby.
the random classroom visit from Caleb when he's on his way back from lunch.
Caleb and Jake.
Hi, Rachel.
Solid class.
I miss those days. Those were some good times. What was your least favorite class in high school? No
Oh,
one wants to take a
that's the
shot at
thing.
a teacher here.
I don't know.
All right,
I,
fuck it.
I,
I
like,
hated history. I didn't care for it at all. I
Bruce
fucking
goes history.
yeah, my government class.
actually, yeah, honestly, I agree. Dude I fell asleep during a movie and he decided he wasn't going to wake me up until 40 minutes into the next period. It made me miss the entire fucking next period.
That's a
I
power
watched that
move.
man try to die.
You watched him what?
Try to die?
Like,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
elaborate.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Yeah, we were watching a movie, and then I thought he was foreshadowing because he would sometimes hint to things, and he said, a heart attack, and then
Oh
you hear him
my
go,
god.
hit the desk, lay on the ground.
I
I kid you not, I went like this. Someone's gonna have a heart attack up here. And then finally, other people were like, they start looking, and he's still there. I was like, It's like, kid you not, I was last row, 2 desks away from him. I was like, someone's gonna have a heart attack here. And then we called 911 off that phone. Of course, it goes to the office instead of 911. And then they all came.
What
was
what
fair.
movie were you watching?
Some like, what was Bruce's class?
My
Sophomore?
big fat life, the guy that eats a bunch of McDonald's.
no, it was
I
Sophomore
mean, if
year
that
history was like Braveheart type stuff.
it was like U.S. history is what Brusco taught. So it's kind of like an old war film, and
It was like an old documentary.
so you just thought just like a random U.S. general was just gonna croak from a heart attack in the middle
I
of the
mean,
movie?
the guy had seen it enough times. So I just thought, you know what?
Figured
He's
he'd-
trying to give us a little spoiler alert here.
It was like, heart attack. And then
Who was it?
boom.
The teacher,
What teacher?
Mr.
Brusco.
Brusco, our sophomore year history teacher.
I don't know. I don't think I know who that is.
Schmitter took his job after he left.
Yes, she did. I was her student helper my junior and senior year. Not because I liked history.
He wanted to make history.
A lot of people did it for easy.
She still didn't compare to Mrs. Wypert, though.
I don't know who any of these teachers are.
Infotech teacher for a year.
No clue.
The only teacher that I remember from all of Fairfield Union was actually I remember 2. I remember Miss Kemmer and I remember Mr. Purdue because he was English, right?
Yep.
I think his first year there was that our freshman year? His first year, or was that his second year?
That was like his second or third.
Okay, I remember he was still sort of newer, but he was really the only class that I liked there.
Yeah, only like 4 teachers there. That was it. I was barely in school there.
Mr. Scott and DeStadio.
I saw DeStadio today.
That's about it. It's about all the only classes I thoroughly looked forward to. Well, Scott solely on the fact that it was physical education. I got to just run around like a fucking hooligan for hours on end every day. But so Brendan,
Yeah.
what was your growing up? What did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I always wanted to do like sports broadcasting. Like be a sports analyst, things like that. Didn't work out.
You never wanted to like go pro in sport?
Have you seen me? I made it to like the 6th grade when I realized that professional sports was not up my alley. So that was a short-lived dream.
You can still try.
I mean, you're still young, Brendan.
Dude,
You
I
got
have
a
a
lot of-
photo I have a photo of me and Justin. Like, if I show you this photo, you'll probably remember.
Is this the one, me, you, and Jimmy? We all took the picture and it's like a. It
Oh
wasn't.
no,
You
no,
know what I'm talking
I know
about?
exactly what you're talking about.
I also have a picture of Brendan.
No, don't show. Are you talking about the yearbook photo?
Yeah. I have to find.
Um, I have
Big dog, dude.
shoot,
Number 89.
you already know. There was a photo.
What position did you play in middle school?
Tight end.
An assistant when we didn't throw the ball.
In middle school? Oh no, middle school I was receiver.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't go pro?
Dude, I was like 5'5" and white.
Hey, but we went undefeated.
I was blocking dudes that are probably in the well, it wasn't. I was attempting to block dudes that are probably in the fucking league right now.
Hey, we went undefeated 8th grade year, bud.
Yeah, we did. Shit. There's a photo of me somewhere. I don't know why I can't find it. Of me freaking trying to box this dude out, and he is literally, zero exaggeration,
Jumping over.
almost double my size in every aspect. And this was back like before I had hit puberty, so I was still a small dude.
Was this middle school?
It was yeah, early middle school.
With like Hart, or was this with Con?
It was hard.
Oh no,
I
we didn't
can't-
have Con until freshman year. Oh, never mind. We had
Yeah.
Hart 7th, 8th grade year.
I can't find it, but dude, it was hilarious. Oh, there's that there's that photo you're talking about. We were OGs.
Yeah.
But
So Brennan, what made you when you
Oh, here it is. Here it is. My
Oh,
fault.
Brennan, you're good.
The guy's been in down.
Yeah, dude. So, all right. So I'll narrate it for you guys. I'm the one in the
What
white
school is that?
jersey. I'm the one in the white jersey. So, I don't know. It was probably like a Gahanna or something.
Well, it's yellow, so
But-
it has to be like Reynoldsburg or I guess Gahanna. They could.
Oh no, it might have been Reynoldsburg. It looks like it says Raiders.
Yeah, it's Reynoldsburg.
But there's another one of me running down or acting like I'm about to do shit when I'm not.
Hart's probably
Get-
yelling at you.
I was gonna say getting in for my 2 minutes.
Are your
of the
shorts
game.
and ones?
What?
Those shorts and ones?
Dude, we got hand-me-downs, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, everything was
those
extra
things-
large.
Dude, those jerseys and those shorts. So our school couldn't afford 2 different jerseys, so they were reversible. They were the heaviest shit. Dude, it was so ridiculous. They were like thick reversible.
Hey, shout out Sherman.
Yeah, now they're rebuilding like a $5 million school. Must be nice.
Not
you're
thinking about
paying for
the naming a school General Sherman's like I get he's from this area, but
And you're
Yeah.
paying for it, Brendan, with your tax monies.
You're damn right.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be like that.
we didn't win much though in 8th grade. There was a lot of times we would get yelled at starters, and it'd be like a mass sub. We come sit down, he'd throw his tie at us.
Dude, you
break-
get pissed.
Break-
That's where most of my playing time come was him getting pissed off at you guys. You guys
Mainly
doing
me and
something
Garrett.
stupid.
Like
Yeah,
you and
yeah.
Garrett, you come yelling at us.
Dude, yeah, I'm sitting there on the sideline and I see coach stand up and I'm like, I'm about to go in. He's getting pissed at somebody.
you
Call you
remember
guys
Alec-
love you.
When Davis got in for like his few minutes and he crossed that kid up, the kid
Yes.
somehow
Dude.
manages to stand up, chase Davis down, and then
And beat his
steal the
shit
ball.
off of me. Dude, so the only thing that I remember like clear as day from a game was when coach was yelling at Zach George the play, and Zach thought he said like pull it, and he was at half court.
Oh yeah.
And so Zach was like, what? And so he just shoots it and drains it from half court. And it was just so nonchalant. Like he's like, I thought you were telling me to shoot it.
That happened to us in 8th grade with Cole Cisco. We were in it was a close game against like either Canal or Logan Elm, because those are the only 2 teams that we really competed with. Everyone else we blew out. So like
Must be nice playing in that
Cisco's
position.
dribbling up the court, and
First
then
back in the gun was good.
it says Falcons up the side of the court. He makes it to the L just past half court. Someone, because our 8th grade team was actually really good, so we actually had student section. Someone in there said, shoot it. Cole took the shot with about 3 minutes left in the game. And it might
Did
have
he drain
been
it?
no. He bricked it so hard. But
Yeah.
Cole was a good shooter when he played.
No, our team was terrible. Imagine coming from a non-basketball high school, but having to split middle schools. So we barely had enough to even like field a team, yet alone we're playing like Pickerington, Reynoldsburg, Groveport. We stood no chance in every game.
Why I quit playing sports?
Football though we did well.
They should
Yeah.
have played Brendan more then.
Why?
Brendan should have not left that court. If they would have been on the court, you guys would have won every game.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's what I heard. That's
I've
what I
seen this
heard.
man shoot.
But Brennan made the
Yeah, I can
student
shoot.
staff game though. He made the starting 5 for that game.
Only because I was moving. I still banged two threes in that game. I was balling. But
These
Brendan,
guys
you
are
came to FU 7th grade and then left.
7th
No.
grade as well.
nah, I went 8th grade, the end of 8th grade into the beginning of freshman, and then left.
I thought it was 7th and the 8th. We were cool when you came. Me and you were.
Yeah, I was actually, oddly enough, I was telling my dad today, because I was telling him about about Isaac's job, and how it was weird. Like, I was cool with both of you. It just attests to like I don't know. It's so weird. It attests to the kind of people we are, like as a group of friends. I go there 8th grade into freshman year. I'm barely there, but I remember like being cool with both of you two. And then I leave, and then Justin goes a couple years later, and then gets right into the same exact group that I was into. Like, that's just so crazy.
Yeah.
Just comes full circle. But it's just like, I told my dad, I was like, yeah, like we all have like the same personality and the same like interests and the same morals. So it just kind of draws all of us to each other.
Ty, I'm taking that as a pat on the back to you and I because that just means we're friendly as hell.
To who?
We're just friendly people, man.
I think it's more so that me and Justin are just the like coolest motherfuckers you ever
Yeah.
met.
People want to like we
And
just
you were
can't.
like-
Oh, those guys are cool. Let's hang out with
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I think I'm
That's
just very
what I'm thinking.
approachable.
Yeah.
See, I don't think I am. I feel like I'm the opposite.
Tyler and I talked about this. Is we went like I think we were at a cigar shop. Walked out of a cigar shop, and some random dudes walked up to us like, "Hey, how you guys doing?" And then we had a full on conversation with them out of nowhere. People
Yeah.
just walk up.
Remember that?
Yeah, that's when Austin Cox. No,
You
not
just
Austin
talked
Cox.
to
Josh Cox dropped a wide open pass.
That was me
Cost
toasting
me-
Justin.
Cost me the game. No, you didn't toast me.
That was me toasting you, bud. I think that's all the throwback photos I've got. Yeah, he ain't coming in my paint. That's me in the green. He ain't coming in my paint, baby.
But yeah, I think we're all very approachable.
Most definitely.
Always have. I mean, some random people walk up to us sometimes. Definitely on Myrtle Beach. We've had some characters walk up to us.
The dude at Bowery's this year, the random guy, while we were sitting there watching live music that came up, the older guy.
Oh yeah,
You might not remember that.
I definitely remember that. He sat right next to you in the corner, bud.
Yeah, but you were intoxicated, so I didn't.
You're right. When I drink, whenever I drink, I just forget everything.
I mean, sometimes.
Clear mind, baby. Clear mind. That's what Everclear stands for.
R bar with Justin. Not this Justin, other Justin.
Yeah,
Who-
that Justin.
Who's other Justin?
Big Cat.
A guy we almost got in a fight with.
Where?
Big Cat, Mike.
Our bar.
What the fuck is that?
It's like a bar in between. It's like right outside the Nationwide Arena.
So in between Nationwide and uh Huntington.
Why were you guys gonna scrap?
He was just
He wanted to fight.
he kept talking, dude.
To y'all? He was chirping y'all?
Yeah. Not like chirping, it was just like he was being annoying. That was all.
Dude, quick fake of an overhand hit him with the fucking uppy. I'll get him to shut his mouth real quick, bud.
Amount of fights we got in a chill, dude. I was ready. I already knew how to.
Dude.
I'm grabbing onto that shirt. And
Just pounding away. Oh man.
Ty's coming in for the little hip check on the. he was done so.
Comes in with the high stick.
Tyler and I spent an hour one time. I think it was an hour in the penalty box in a chill game. That was combined. We spent an hour in the penalty box.
Dude, you need to get a get a team, turn off salary cap, and just look for the best players, like fighting stats, and just get them all onto your team, no matter
we
what.
so we make a club, so we just have our own team, and we just pick the physical guys, and we get out there.
Just scrap. Do they
Mixed
have
with
like a
4 dudes that are 260 pounds?
Yeah, if you guys play Chell out there, anyone listening, we want the smoke. Come at us.
dude? We could scrap.
Gamer tag Wolfpack 21.
I
I
mean,
used to
or
scrap in my days.
if you want to propose yourself to join the no introduction roster, put your highlight tape in there, and we'll let you know.
When we talk highlights, dude, I want fights, checks. That's all I want. No, I don't want to care about goals or assists or stick work. All right, let me see you Zenikowski, upper deckies, and fist fighting, and you're on the team.
Zimbabwe needs to be visible as well. If that lip isn't fat, then it doesn't matter.
All right, but back to Brendan, sports broadcasting.
Yeah. Back to that.
Yeah.
Why was that always something that you wanted to do growing up? What interested you about it?
I mean, the fact that I knew that I wasn't gonna be professional sports on a professional
Like,
sports team.
what's the next best thing?
Yeah, that kind of attributed to it. But no, like, so early on, like when I stopped playing sports, I started doing graphic design. And when I started doing all of that, like I was posting the the photos and stuff I was making on an Instagram page. And I don't know if it was just because like I was a kid. I think just it was earlier in like the Instagram years, like probably like 2013, 2014. So Instagram hadn't been out for super long. So like a lot of professional athletes were just getting Instagram. And so they weren't like as like popular on social media, and social media for athletes was like a newer thing. But I was getting like a lot of engagement with like professional athletes and stuff. Like,
Yeah, weren't you editing stuff? Like editing?
yeah. So like Jadeveon Clowney reposted and liked my thing the day before the draft. And then he got drafted #1 overall the next day. So like that was insane. I didn't have anybody like super big NBA. James Harden reposted my photo, but other than that, I think he's him and like Jayshawn Tate. But that was back when like Jayshawn Tate was still like high school.
I mean, he dunked on us.
Yeah, high school, going into college. But no, just doing that and being able to like have the interactions with the players and stuff. That's like the next best thing to, I guess, playing. So
So
I
don't
wanted to
remind
do
me of
that.
do you know that interview with Jameis Winston? Of like, so Jameis, well, like talk to us. He's like, so yeah, I mean, I always thought my passion was football, but no, my passion is playing football. You seen that interview?
No.
It's Brandon. Brandon's like, I thought my passion was sports. No, my passion was recording sports.
Yep. No, but so I started doing that after, I think we talked about it like last week or the week before, but I started doing the internship with ESPN for a little bit. It was fun, but not everything it seemed like it was gonna be. Um, I got one of my plays on ESPN top. I mean, not my play because I didn't play, but Jason Preston had a dunk that got on ESPN's top 10, and I was underneath of the hoop recording. So like I got my like shot on the top 10 for it. So that was pretty gnarly. But other than that, it was just I don't know. Like this sounds super, super arrogant, but like I'd been recording, like doing freelance stuff for a while. And so I had a lot more experience than most people that were doing it. And so like the directors and stuff were like chirping in my ear, telling me like how and it's funny too. So they were like, you're wearing a headset like this, and you have somebody in the van that's talking to you at all times, that's telling you like they're telling the person in the van, but you're all on the same channel. So they're telling them, go to camera 2, go to camera 3, whatever. And then you got a separate person that's talking to you like, hey, all right, move with this player, get on this. And I knew like even though I was never good, like I understand sports extremely well. So I knew what was getting broken down on the court. So I was following who I wanted to follow because I knew what was about to happen. And they were like yelling at me, telling me to pan off of Preston because I think it was like Vanderpla that threw him the oop, but he was coming down and I could tell the defender was like sweeping around, so they were gonna oop it to Preston. So I was like chasing down Preston, like following him down the court, and then he ended up ooping it to him, and then it was on ESPN. So that was kind of like a tell me what to fucking do. But but yeah, that was actually the last game that I ever recorded because I was like sick the next week. I skipped the week after, and then COVID hit.
Hmm.
But yeah, it was still sweet though. But
Yeah, Brendan's huddle highlight tape, just him like boxing out on the bench. Just
I'll never, dude. I don't know why. I would never be the water boy. Dude, that was the most disrespectful shit. You can get your own water. If I, first of all, if I'm not playing, I'll sit here on the bench and I'll root for the boys. But nah, I ain't getting nobody their water.
I ain't getting water.
Hell no.
So Ty, what growing up, what did you want to do as a career?
I wanted to be a professional tennis player.
That's a lie.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's a lot.
Growing up, I always wanted to be an eye doctor.
Like best tennis grunt.
Why the hell would you want to be an eye doctor?
I know nothing about tennis, Brennan,
No, I said your best.
I said, why would you want to be an eye doctor?
because I'm blind. I have 4 people in my family that are all blind, so there's 4 clients right there.
I don't think you're blind.
And then, I don't know. I think eyes are cool.
Wait, so you said there's 4 clients right there. Did you include yourself as one of your own clients?
He was,
Yeah.
he was including eyeballs. He's counting eyeballs.
Yeah,
1, 2.
I'd include myself. Someone has to take care of me. I ain't going to anyone else if I have the licenses to do it.
So you're
Tyler's
gonna
in the
sit
fucking
there.
mirror. He's like, oh, I think might have cataracts.
Oh man.
Uh,
Can't see, but yeah.
Sit there shining the light into your own eye.
self-diagnosis needs replaced.
Get you a glass eye, you'll be good.
Yeah, that's what I always wanted to do. And then I just didn't figuring out that it takes like 18 years of freaking schooling to go through. I ain't about that life.
Dude, and I think that's the most whack. Like, I'm all for like pushing kids to do what they want to do. But you know how many kids just life gets ruined when they get to the point where their whole life they've wanted to do something and then they're like, oh, it's going to cost me $175,000 to get a certificate to even begin to train for this.
It's gonna cost me 200K to get a fancy, little bit thicker piece of paper that says my name on it with a little bit of words on it. When
Yeah.
everywhere that's hiring wants experience, but don't have experience working on an eyeball because I just got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Is that why you think maybe more kids are starting to lean away from college itself? just because of the cost aspect.
It's less debt for them.
Yeah, I would
Well,
say
it's
also
that.
like
You can get into drilling and anything. You can get into a lot of that welding, which is a lot. Yeah, a lot of welding school, but it's only a few months, not 4 years.
When people are
yeah,
Which
seeing too how
they
hard
make
it
more
is
money.
too, like you'll graduate and it'll take years to even get into your field sometimes.
mhm.
And like that, I mean, what kind of motivation is that? You're fresh out of, you got to start, you have a 6 month um like lead time on your student loans before you have to start paying on
Hmm.
them. So
You
you
get
get
six
out,
months period.
yeah, so you have 6 months to like get your shit together. I mean, a lot of college students either live in the dorm or they stay with their parents through college. So you now have to find a job full time in your field that makes enough to support yourself, all while paying back your loan. Which, if you go through a private loan, like Sally Mae, I don't even have that much student loans, and my student loan payment monthly is insane. Like, I'm not going to say the number, it's outrageous. And I hardly have 20,000. Hardly. And it's like there's people out there that are getting into stuff that yeah, sure, you'll be able to get into an internship right after school or whatever, but if you're starting out making 15 an hour, that's hardly
You're
paying for
sinking.
your apartment. Yeah, exactly. Like that shit doesn't matter. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a lot to like you can obviously like if you just take the time and effort, you can teach yourself a lot of stuff just
Yeah.
with the internet and what's going on in today's world. If you
Yep.
really are about something, you can go in and attack it yourself and kind of get after it. At this point, I mean, college is really like really for just the experience, unless you're going to a field that like you exactly know what you're doing. Or maybe like you're going in to get a degree and you have a family member like a dad or something like that that has a spot for you at his business. But all you need is a degree. And he's like, all right, once you get your degree, you're hired on here. Or if
Yeah.
you're going to be like a nurse or something, I mean, it's just stuff like that, then yeah, like go to school. But besides that,
College is a waste of money.
Yeah. There's so many programs nowadays too that like, and a lot of companies are starting to finally realize how big of a sham all of that is. And so like, dude, you can get your real estate license for $1,500. And I mean, that includes all of your books, that includes everything, your testing material, and it's all done through your laptop. And they give you like this portal where you go in and you do it all from home, and you can do it all within like 2 or 3 months. And they hook you up directly with a brokerage to be able to start doing like going out with other agents and stuff. Like, and there's so many jobs that are starting to learn to do that. But I mean, I hope a lot more jobs learn that, because once they start getting to that point where it's like, okay, maybe, you know, we don't need to require all of this and we can just bite the bullet and provide $1 million in training resources to just regurgitate through all of our employees for the next 10 years. They give you a month-long training thing and then you're good to go. And if you don't pass, then they can fire you. Okay, so what? That you're covering yourself anyways. Like, I don't know. I feel like that would be much more beneficial than just hoping somebody comes through with a degree for you to then offer them $15 an hour.
So what you're saying is basically, unless you know you want to go into a field that would need a degree like a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse or an engineer, architect, something like that, would you say that you shouldn't go to school, or would you
Absolutely.
I don't know. I think it all depends. If you're going somewhere and you're getting scholarships to pay off, basically they're paid for, or like at least making school very minimum or minimal, I would say go because I mean the experience is a great time. I mean, the 4 years at Denison was honestly one of my like it was a lot of fun, good times, a lot of good memories. I met a lot of good people. But obviously the debt that comes with it, not so fun. So I mean, if I could go back, I had a few scholarships that were just full ride a few places for track, and I'd probably would go with one of those routes. Um, Still get a degree, still had some memories, but minimize the debt I would have had. Like if you have that option, I say 100% definitely go.
Yeah.
But if you're paying fully out of pocket, if you're not going for something that's, you can see yourself doing, or you like know exactly what you're doing and you need the degree that you want to get to it, I'd say, think outside the box, whether that be like military or trading school, something else.
Yeah, I just think those college years are such vital years in our life to where you're going to learn so much about yourself and about your life regardless of the path you take. So it's just important to kind of capitalize on that, I guess. So like Justin said, like military, find your niche. Try to use that to find what route you want to go for the rest of your life. But I just like personally think even if you go, because even with scholarships, even if you go and you're undecided your freshman year, you're still paying that fifth year out of pocket. So like you could get all the way to your senior year. Well, you're technically a senior, but you still have a year left because you didn't declare until your sophomore year. Your senior year at this private institution is going to cost $25,000. You haven't worked a job, so you don't have money. Your parents can't help you. You don't qualify for scholarships. You can't fill out FAFSA since it's your fifth year. So like you're either going to then forfeit the opportunity to get a degree because you drop out because you can't afford it and you've wasted those 4 years when you could have had a job, been 4 years into an employment, 4 years into a potential career in a different field. So it's like, I don't know, it's just tricky. Everybody's different. Everybody's situation is different. So it's, you just got to not listen to the outside pressure. Like, dude, nobody, my parents never pressured me to do one thing or another. And I'm extremely grateful for that because I tell everybody this, like, at the end of the day, dude, I respect nobody in the world's opinion more than you guys, but I'm the one that pays my bills at the end of the day. So like you guys can tell me whatever you want and I will appreciate it and respect it and take it into consideration. But the final decision is 100% going to be what I want to do.
Yeah, but
Just
also there's
because
such like not only parents, but there's such like a heavy societal pressure of going to college.
exactly. And it all, yeah. And it's like, that's what's engraved into kids' heads nowadays is, or I mean, since we've been kids, you go to you go to elementary, middle school, high school, you go to college. Just
You gotta have
right,
good
like,
grades so you can get into a college.
yeah, exactly. Like right when I'd never even heard of people taking a gap year. I didn't know what a gap year was until I got into college. That was such an unheard of thing. So like, it's just so crazy to me, like the pressure that society puts on people to, oh, you have to do it like this, and you have to whatever. And, oh, don't take a year off because then you won't go. When in reality, they just don't want you to take a year off because they're going to lose money.
Yeah. But then the worst part though is going on 4 years, not really sure what to do. You get your degree, then you get out, and then you're just screwed because you get all this
Exactly.
debt. You still don't really know what you want to do,
Exactly.
and you just have a piece of paper at the end of the day.
Unless you go for something that's a general, like, I tell people this all the time. Like I went for communications. I don't care if I never have a job that directly requires that. I learned so much just in the field of like how to effectively communicate. Like I interview phenomenally. I'm good at public speaking, and I used to be terrified of public speaking, but just the experiences that I had in college were just amazing to the point where I feel like I learned so much about myself and just how to effectively communicate. Like I'll eat that college tuition every day of the year.
Yeah. So I guess I just to end it like to round things up, like if you know you can afford it, or if you know you got, a full ride, or you're going somewhere that isn't so expensive, I would say definitely like, go to college if that's what you're wanting. Um, but definitely think about it. If you're going somewhere and you're not getting much scholarship, or if you are getting a scholarship, but it's still, going to be a shit ton of money, really just think about it. Obviously, visit some other places. And that's one thing, just visit as much as you can. Try to get to as many colleges as possible and just hear them out what they got to say and what kind of package they can give you financially. Because if you can find that best package for you and go somewhere, get a degree and keep it cheap, That's best case scenario. But you know, if I could go back, that's what I would do. I'd probably go somewhere that give me a full ride, or even I think I would even go military because I almost went military twice while in college. But I was already so close to get my degree, it just didn't really make sense for me at the time to go and enlist. So
Looking back on it, Brendan, would you change anything? Would you not go to school, or would you tell your 18-year-old self to do the exact same path that you did take?
I personally wouldn't. I altogether am just not a believer in like second chances and things like that. Like I don't everything happens for a reason. So even though like I mean there were a lot of things that didn't really go my way throughout that whole thing, made me who I am today. So like I wouldn't change. I wouldn't
yeah,
change anything.
I
I go
agree. And
back
there's
and do it all again.
always a plan for you. And it kind of goes with the book I'm reading, Obstacles the Way. And just like in life, there's going to be obstacles. You just got to get through them either way, you know, go around them, go through them, whatever you got to do. Always one of those obstacles for me is just the student debt. You know, I gotta get through that. And you know, it's gonna make me a better person in general, you know, a tougher person. Trying to get through this, you know, this obstacle that I gotta get through. So
Absolutely. Dude, and on top of that, like just to I know you said we were wrapping up that college talk, but one last thing, they really don't prepare you for college debt, like at
well, most
all.
schools, I mean, prepare you for
At
college,
all.
really. I mean, you get a few
Yeah.
teachers that like prepare you, and they're like, all right, here's a textbook, do these. And, like they kind of prepare you, but for the most part, you get to college. Like, I remember my first chemistry class, I got there, and it was a rude awakening because I didn't study, I didn't do anything. I mean, I didn't do much in college either. But when I got there, I went to you know, this chemistry class, and the professor was intimidating as hell because one of the smartest people I've ever met in my life, and she's teaching this class and just I mean speeding through it, and you have to read outside the class if you really want to, you know, do well in it and all this other stuff. And I mean I got by with a C plus in the class, but you know, like, you know, I was in school, I trained for that. I went to class, I got A's because I was just smart, I didn't have to do anything. And then you get to college and it's like, yeah, you know, my intelligence got me through college, I got a degree with it. But if I actually studied into some other stuff, I could probably get, you know, 4.0, 3.8, whatever. But instead, you know, we got by 3.0 and just got that degree.
I just
Dude, I
don't
don't
think
even know what my
people
GPA was.
I just don't think people realize that in high school the teachers have to worry about what you get grade wise, while in college they don't care.
I
Like
mean,
they're gonna give you the curriculum and they're not gonna cater to you is my thing. It's like it's gonna be their curriculum, their way. It's either you're gonna pass or you're gonna fail because they're not gonna get
I'm not gonna
really,
hold your hand.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
not gonna get criticized really, say if 20% of the class fails because they don't know how to fucking study.
I would say it's a yes and no. If you go to, I mean, a large school where they have these large lectures, yeah, they're just gonna teach it, go home, and not really cater to you. But if you go to like a school like Denison, I mean, the classes are tough as hell. So they will, you know, take time to help you out because with the classes only being 20 people, if, you know, majority of the class, 20% whatever fails, it is not a good look on them as a professor if that many kids are failing. So for them to, you know, to get another contract at that school or whatever, they will take the time to help you out. But if you are going to like a major school like Ohio University, Ohio State, and sitting in these big lecture halls, they're just a number to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's another thing too, is like if you are smart, and I mean that's one way to go is go to these big lecture halls because a lot of times they have these bell curves where as long as you're doing better than majority of the class, you're fine. But if you're going, you know, if you're going somewhere like Denison or another like small private art school, you really got to do well because there's not really a curve. If you know, do better than most of the class, you still might get a C. It's just, and so that's another thing when you're, you know, deciding on college, whether you want to go to a smaller school or go to that large school.
I think
Where
a lot of
yeah,
that has to just play into the fact of how you learn as a student too. Because I mean, some people, the large lecture halls, it doesn't matter, and then some people would rather have that small class size. So if they do have a question, that their teacher will actually be able to answer that immediately rather than a large lecture hall, you're gonna have to wait after class, and sometimes you might not even remember that damn question that you had at the beginning of class unless you write it down.
Find his
But
office hours.
yeah, find the office hours because
Hmm.
other than that, you're not gonna get your damn answer.
I
But
talked to my advisor once a year because one, he hated me 100%, and then two, because I never had questions. I honestly feel like school was easy, both high school growing up and college. I think if I actually would have tried a lot harder, I would have been a lot better. Because I can tell you right now, I never opened a book, never opened anything. It was very rare. That's why I don't even know how to study. But
What do you mean by that?
I couldn't tell you how to study. If someone asked me like, how should I study for this test next week, I would honestly tell them you're
Kick
asking the wrong
rocks.
person. Because I never studied. One time I did study, I literally laid there and stared through the paper and watched TV or something, listened to music, crank out a paper and a 6-page paper in 50 minutes, and then went and got Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Studying was always
I mean, the
difficult.
whole studying topic is just a whole different thing because I mean, everybody studies a little bit different. I mean, everybody can have the same tips and tools, but so everyone learns different. Everyone reiterates information different. Like I am not. I personally couldn't just sit there and reread notes and do flashcards and stuff. Like I
You always want to see my
actually
college notes. Give me a second.
Hey, where's Drew?
um I had to like actually apply what I was trying to learn into like other examples and stuff like that. Like I couldn't just sit there and just reread the book and redo flashcards because it just never worked for me. That being said, like Justin has said, and like Brennan and Tyler said, I did not really study a whole lot for my undergrad at least, but I mean, master's wise, I have started to have to study a little bit more just because the classes are definitely a little bit harder, a little bit more fast paced. You got to hit your deadlines all with it being all online and stuff, but um yeah, undergrad and stuff I didn't really have to study, but yeah, studying habits in general is
That's it.
just the way you learn itself because not everyone is going to learn and take it the same way.
So,
School's one of those things just kind of like also kind of just goes back to passion. Like if I took the passion and the time I put into like sports, like track and stuff like that, I mean, I was great at track. That's because I put in the time, put in the hours, I put in, out of practice, I was stretching, going on long runs. During practice, I was busting my ass. I was doing all this other stuff. But when it came to class and school, I just used what I had, the talent I was given, my God-given talent of just being smart. I would just show up, all right, bang, bang, let's go home, do my homework and, study hall. And that way, when I got home, I can go back to, training for track. If I would have taken that time, you know, or not even the time, but just the effort I put into sports, if I would have put that into academics, I think, I mean, I'm not acting like I'm saying kind of saying this like I did bad in school. Like I did well. I had, a 3.8 in high school, a 3.0 in college, but
Nerd.
it's one of the things where if I would have taken that time, obviously I could have done so much better in school than I guess I did. And maybe, I don't know, really, maybe I would have known what I wanted to get a degree in rather than kind of just floating by. Because I think I was more focused really on sports and kind of my like making memories and like connections rather than I was academics. And maybe I could have realized, hey, biology, like, yeah, I enjoy it, but maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I need to go outside of that, think of another degree. But really, from day one, it was biology. And now that I'm out of it, like, yeah, I enjoy sciences. Yeah, I mean, it interests me, but I don't know if I really want to go into a field like that. So going back on that, I guess you guys kind of all mentioned like what your, you know, ideal jobs were growing up. Mine, I guess, was like, going pro in a sport, or on the longest time, it was like being a paleontologist, which is completely way out there. But
Isn't that
I mean,
dinosaurs?
it kind of interests me. Yeah, some dinosaurs. I was a dinosaur kid for sure.
Oh, I love some dinos.
But no, I think
Isaac was an iPad kid.
the next best thing of I guess two
Tyler
sports
ate super glue when he's a kid.
is being a coach.
Elmer's.
But it's just one of those. That's just one of those careers that it is difficult to get into. But recently, I think I've found that's something I really enjoy, and I just gotta full on attack that career and see where I can go with it. So
All right, we're gonna take a little pause real quick here. Ty, let's see the notes. I know you've been holding your damn notebook, waiting to show everybody. Let's
So
see.
this is an entire semester, one class. I got 2 classes here in this little sucker. If you look closely, that's just my name a whole lot.
why do you write so damn small?
And I just wrote my name a lot. That's the whole alphabet right there in that line.
Is that a Coliseum below that you drew?
Yeah, I drew a house.
Yeah, I have a lot of drawings in my
And
notebooks.
then that's it for that page.
There's nothing too. Also, like, not to, I guess, interrupt Tyler, but I'm one of those kids. Like, I have ADHD, and like, if you're sitting in a class that's 2 hours long, an hour long, by 20 minutes into it, 30 minutes into it, I'm done. Like, I'm all right. Let's reset. I'm not learning anything after that because classes are so long that by the time you get halfway through, you're just toasted. So like, whatever was taught at the end of the class, good luck. I don't know.
The
I'm just
Zimbabwe's worked
drawing
its
or
way into the bloodstream.
Yeah, I'm just drawing or whatever, in my notebook at that point. So it's another thing too, with like college classes, even high school classes, they're so long. Like, I think we need breaks to kind of just, reset.
See the next page.
Yeah.
Entire
Yeah.
semester.
It's probably just
Nothing.
better than I thought it was gonna be.
Literally nothing else. Next class.
I thought it was a bunch of just dicks drawn on there.
Next class, I drew
Awesome Jonah
shoes.
Hill shit.
Drew some Fear of Gods,
Four.
Converses, Air Max 1s, Jordan 11s,
Go Quakers.
LeBron
minute.
1s, LeBron 2s, LeBron 2 lows.
For those listening, I guess we're not trying to scare you away from college. Just, I guess, just think about it more. Don't go into it like just because, that's what society says, what your parents says. If it's something, you're not sure about, take that gap year, really think about it. Or, if you are sure about it, just take those visits, find the spot that really is for you financially and overall, like,
How's the
fits your
clock that told me
character.
what time we got out of that class?
Hey,
Wait, was that a crucifix, Ty?
It was a cross that I was with a ribbon around it, thinking about doing that for a tattoo one day.
we just reached 2,000 Spotify impressions.
Hey,
1,400 unique Spotify searches.
Tyler,
this
also, I know
isn't
you're getting your
Riverside.
tattoo soon. How are you gonna do this when you're afraid of needles?
You're
See,
afraid
I-
of needles?
I'm afraid of needles, and that's why I haven't got one either. So, Ty, you're just gonna have to tell me exactly how it goes.
Are you gonna close your eyes? Like, how
In this one, I just wrote the class name. Never
Nice.
went to that class ever again. Still passed.
So do you have a trick for this, Ty? How you gonna get through this tattoo?
It's like a half sleeve, is it not?
I'm not doing that much yet. I'm just getting a little start, seeing how big of a wuss I am.
It's on your leg though, right? So at least you don't have to look at it. You can kind of face
Yeah.
away, I guess.
I'm just gonna lay down, and it's kind of on the outside back part of my leg. So that's the most tender part of your leg.
Is there a lot of shading? So I'll tell you
Not
right now, shading, dude, is the worst. Like this right here, I was
Not too
fine,
much.
but like he would start here and then he'll work over here, and then towards the end he's like, "Oh, I don't like how that looks," and he'd go back over here, the spot he just hit, and it was already like just sensitive. Oh, now that hurt.
Once you get like an hour in, you should be, for the most part, numb.
Yeah.
My leg really hurt when I got it on my like thigh, like my upper thigh. That hurt a lot, but after I was like an hour in, it almost hurt so bad that I just couldn't feel it.
We still haven't seen this tattoo, by the way.
I was about to make
It's the middle of winter and I'm wearing pants.
Well,
you
stop
stand on
wearing
your chair and
pants.
show
Why
us?
are you wearing?
I'm wearing shorts currently.
Dude, we just
I don't know what your issue is.
we just spoke about how I was never athletic enough to make it to the leagues. What makes you think my big ass is gonna stand on an office chair to show my tattoo off? That's just not happening.
You have the balance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
fucking right.
I got a rolly chair. I got an office chair. When I get mine done, I'll stand on it.
You weigh 100 pounds less than me, Tyler. I
dude,
don't-
it's not that extreme, but
I'm
yeah.
almost 200.
So you're telling me you weigh 300 pounds, Brendan?
Nah, I'm not no 300 pounds. No. Oh man, I mean, I'll post it, but
I just simply
I'm
don't
never in a good
understand
position.
how
Like I don't
I-
have room to stand up out of here without yanking my mic out and stuff.
I don't see how you wanting to be a pro athlete correlates to you not being able to stand on a chair.
It wasn't want to be a pro
It's
athlete. It
balance.
was
It's
physically
balance.
incapable of becoming a pro athlete.
But once
That's
again,
what
I don't
directly
I
ties.
don't see how this correlates
Just one of those
because
balance.
I don't want to be an Olympic swimmer, but I can still swim in a swimming pool.
I swim like a rock.
I'm not.
Just kidding. I'm a pretty good swimmer.
I'm not gonna tell you what I swim like. Maybe we can go live when we go to Applebee's or something.
Oh, is that are we going to Applebee's?
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, I don't know if you are, but I am.
I already told Ty I'm dragging you out, Jay.
It's
When
all
are
you can eat.
When are you guys leaving? Like as soon as we get done with this?
Immediately after this.
Where are you at your parents' house, Tyler?
No,
I'm gonna be driving criminal speeds to get there in 7 minutes.
You're at you're at Hideaway?
No.
dude, he fully moved out of Hideaway like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, we done there.
Oh, good.
That place is dead to me.
Good. We can burn it down if you want.
It's dead to you until you go back down to Hideaway to Natalie's grandpa's house this summer.
Yep. Dead to me.
Dead to me. Well,
It's
coach.
a nice place, just not worth driving an hour to work and an hour home from work, especially after dealing with a bunch of 13-year-old kids all day. But after that, you just gotta drive home in silence, and it actually kind of clears the mind.
What time do you have to be at work in the mornings?
Me?
Yeah.
I get there about 7.
Not
About
too bad.
7.
What time does school start? Like 7:50?
Yeah. 7:15.
You join these 5:30 lifts, Brian?
When the little gremlins show up.
Are you going to join these 5:30 lifts?
It's a long drive for Brendan to join a 5:30 lift in Pickerington.
He can hit the gym in Lancaster, just same time, while keeping each other
No, when
accountable.
Brendan picks up the where the hell you what's that position called?
Oh,
Doggy?
Coughlin?
Well, even if
Yeah,
he
you
does
can just
get
go
the-
right there and hang out with us and then head on over.
I have no idea what the hell you just attempted
He
to
said he
say.
can go there, hang out with us, and then go on over.
That would
Yeah.
It's
at
Tyler.
5:30. I wouldn't be going in until 8:30.
Yeah.
We lift till about
Well, I'm
Don't
only lifting for
even.
like 35, 40 minutes max.
gonna say-
5:30, 5:45 until about 6:30.
6:30, 6:45.
Then go pick up a cup of Joe and then head on into
Yeah, find you a nice little coffee shop, a little coffee spot.
I ain't gonna spend. Nah.
You don't got it. You just get it black, dude. Grow up, all right. Order that shit black, and
or just
Become
ask
a-
him for
become-
the
become a
extra brown
regular there,
or
become a
a bottle of
regular.
water in it.
yeah, go over to Juniper and Ivy's, dude.
Pretty
Good.
solid.
Good coffee.
I mean, I could start doing it in town.
I'm telling you this right now. I'm lifting from 5:30 to about 6:15, 6:30 at the latest. I'm gonna go back to my homestead and I'm going to shower and then go to work. I am not going to get a cup of Joe.
I'm showering NPF. I'm getting the full lifetime experience.
Yeah, we are. We're getting that red therapy too, right? We go.
Hmm.
You guys will hate the red light therapy. Just don't turn on the vibration thing.
Nope, we
What
want
is that?
It's
This basically red light that shines on you while it just shakes your entire ass body.
it makes you feel like you're inside. It's like you're turning yourself into a milkshake. It's
I've seen SpongeBob do it. I'll be
Does-
just fine.
Does
I
it bring
hate
all the
it every
boys to the
second.
yard?
of it.
You go to PF, Brennan?
Yeah.
You have a black card?
Either I do or she does.
No, well, if you don't,
You
if she
go too?
does, you can't do it. But yeah, you just go over there, you request red room therapy, and you go in there and
Red light, not red room. Two different experiences.
Definitely two different experiences. Ask Offset about that one.
but yeah, you get that red therapy, baby.
But yeah, let's start Monday, Ty. Are you ready? Fair
See you
enough.
Monday.
Yeah.
I have a hunch Isaac's going alone on Monday.
Now, me and
Wake
Will
up at
me and Will used to
5:15.
do it Monday through
Okay.
Saturday at the YMCA for like 2 months.
No, I'm
Yeah.
doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, big guy. You
I
and
used to do it. When
Yeah,
I
me
went
and
to
Will
All
would get up
Heroes.
we'd get up at 4, we'd be at the Y by 5, we'd work out, and then I'd take him to school.
Dude, it honestly is like working out that early is 100% worth it. Like you feel so much better for the day.
Well, also you just get out of the way, so that way you don't have to worry about it later. Like I hate like getting home from work, something like that, and it's like 6, 7 o'clock, and I'm like, I just want to relax, do me. You know what I mean? By the time I go home, like I don't be like, oh shit, I still gotta hit the gym. So I like just getting up, getting over there. I mean, I don't mind waking up in the mornings anyways.
I'm not a mean person.
So yeah, I don't mind it in that way, and I can come back, give me a coffee. I love how my morning. That's one of my things I hit on a lot, just relaxing in the morning. I hate like having to rush in the morning. I like waking up, getting my coffee, maybe tuning in on what's going on in sports world, and just relaxing before I gotta have my day. So I don't mind waking up, especially because like in college, dude, we had 5 a.m., 6 a.m. practices, or the bus is leaving at 4 to get to, Indiana that night to run track. So early mornings aren't nothing new to me.
Yeah, I've never been a morning person. So 5:30 lifts. Will I be there? Yes. Will I hate every second of it until it gets
Yes.
started? Yes. But we'll rise and grind and get some work in. Can't.
Yeah, we will keep you all up on. We'll hold each other accountable here. We'll be posting on the no intro of the boys in the gym, 5 a.m. every day, holding us accountable here.
Wait, is it 5 a.m. or 5:30?
5:30. I mean, I would just
Yeah,
5:30 tea time.
I'm about to say 5, I might be out.
so we're gonna be there. We're gonna be holding us accountable. Do we hit? Where's Drew at? Get Drew over here.
Yeah, get Drew.
I was gonna hit up a little 70 hard real quick. Do the boys pound one out?
You want to pound
do
one
it.
out right now?
Yeah. I want to pound a 70 hard out right now.
I'm not doing a 75 hard. He's not doing a 75 hard. I think his
Are
is
we doing it, Tyler? Let's do this.
Who's over there?
We'll right now, right here on this
Over there.
podcast.
Where's he at? Tell Drew to come over here. Describe exactly what the
Well, he's
atrium
he's
is.
doing it moderate, but I'm talking. We're gonna go hard here, Tyler. We're getting hard. Are you down for
Marty
this?
Ball's reading. I can't read.
Well, the
Well,
hard
don't do it read. Do
No
like,
drinking either.
Oh, dude, I'll read.
You can swap stuff out.
Not on
There
the
he is.
75 hard. The 75 hard is one exact thing.
How's the intermediate going? 80 is it? You said 8 is 80, right?
Yeah, 80.
Drew, walk your ass over to the camera.
You can give the pod a little shout out too while you're here.
Give us a little turnaround. What are you wearing? Is that a Hypervision hoodie?
This is one of the Hypervision men himself right here. This is
He is. See, look at that. That's some quality shit right there.
But yeah, he's doing 80, that's just hard to say. Why'd you do that?
80
80
moderate.
moderate. Pretty
Okay.
easy.
I don't. I keep saying I was trying to say intermediate, and that's hard to
Not
say.
that.
80 intermediate. That's
Yeah,
like too much ease going on at the same time.
Yeah.
80 moderate's a lot easier.
It's going good. We're killing it right now.
But
Yeah.
I will right now say I'm doing 75 hard, and I will, if you guys hold me accountable to that, I will attack that full on.
You know what the 75 hard is, right?
Yeah, I was about to read out.
It's right here.
I was about.
I'm
No
not
alcohol.
afraid.
So
Over under 4 days.
the
All right, what- give me-
75 hard is follow a diet, no cheats, no alcohol.
So what, as a diet, what are we doing here? Just no like sugars?
That's up to you.
Is that a good diet for
That
me?
is
No
the-
sugars, no
That's like
beer?
the nicest part of the entire challenge is you pick your own diet. Other than that,
Okay. No, I'm going no sugar, no alcohol.
All right.
0 cheats.
The no cheat meals
Mhm.
for 75
Yeah,
days.
just
No
no
su-
sugar, no
like no
chocolate, none of
sugar.
that.
Okay.
Well, yeah, hold on. I will get like natural sugar, so like fruits and stuff like that. I'll do that because I do a
Sure.
lot of smoothies and protein. So
All right. Second rule is 2 45-minute workouts, and one of them has to be outside
okay,
every
okay,
single day.
okay.
every single day. The third
After
one
he
is
just got
He's
done
already
saying
smiling. He
how
knows
he
it.
after he just got done saying he wants to get it out of the way early in the morning, so that way
That's
he
fine.
doesn't have
I
to
can
do
get
it
one in
later
the
on.
morning, and then a walk counts as a workout.
Yes,
so
it
I could
does.
do a 45-minute walk,
that is a long
in the
ass
afternoon.
walk.
You're gonna walk 3 miles.
a little walk. I can do a little run, little walk, little walk run.
All right.
No,
And then
no alcohol is what's gonna.
the third part of it is you have to drink a gallon of water every day.
Okay.
Which
That's easy.
I got a big jug somewhere,
Which
so I got
you
that.
can ask Drew. There are some days where it is a fucking gauntlet.
Oh yeah, you're just chugging it to chug it
Dude,
at that point.
I
Yeah,
was
gauntlet.
bulking, and I was doing something where I had to intake a certain amount of calories every day, and it was like every 2 hours I had to eat. It was like 500 to 800 calories, I think. Dude, I was dying.
What the
I was
fuck?
dying.
What was your? You needed like 5,000 calories intake in a day or
Oh,
something?
it was absurd. Yeah. So I would eat 3 meals, I would snack multiple times, and I was doing mass gainer like protein shakes.
That's fucking disgusting.
By like 9 p.m., I felt miserable. Like I was legit choking down mass gainer to try to stay alive. It
That
was
is
brutal.
so-
I hated it. But hey, the boy balked, dude. I went from like 150 to like 180, 190. So
That doesn't sound very healthy. But on to the next rule. You have
Lord
to read-
ass.
You have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction book, either personal development, no audio.
I got me my book right now, dude. Obstacles the way. Great book, easy.
And then
What was the page requirement? 15?
10.
Oh, that's easy. I've been doing.
10 a
well, I
day?
was
10 a day.
doing 15.
That's over a chapter in the Magic Tree House.
Okay, and then the last daily rule is you have to take a progress picture every single day.
Isn't it the Magic School Bus, not the Magic Tree House?
No, there's a
Oh.
Magic Tree House.
There's
there?
there's two. Yeah.
The Magic School Bus is like 2nd grade level. Ain't that stupid?
All right. Is anyone going in with me, or am I going solo here?
See,
just
I
hard.
attempted the 80 moderate with Drew, and I
Angry
instead of
orchards are too
no
delicious.
out instead of my one thing for my diet was to go no caffeine, and I made it about a week, and then I fell to the pressure of having to have caffeine.
So I'm going lone wolf here. Sounds like.
Hey, I'm still 54 days no soda.
Do you know what? I applaud you.
So
I only drink Sprite, but it's like also very occasional. I stopped drinking soda in like 8th grade because my track coach was like, "I haven't had soda in 4 years," and I said, "All right, bet, watch this."
who is the
And
track
I stopped. I
coach?
stopped drinking Mountain Dew. I
Joe?
hate it. But it sucks. What?
Who is the track coach, Joe?
No. No. What was his name? Napowers.
Oh yeah,
But
Yeah. that guy was a fucking trip.
how about Drew? How about you tell everybody what rules that you have for the 80 moderate and how it differs a little bit from the 75 hard?
The diet's the same. You pick whatever you want, but then I changed the alcohol to 3 a week instead of none because like I want to drink still.
You're a big wine guy I've seen.
Huh?
Big wine guy I've seen here
Yeah,
recently.
that was 2 of the 3 that I had this week.
There's
So
this chocolate wine in the fridge, and it's absolutely disgusting. I don't know if you've had it. It's
I
gross.
can imagine. That sounds fucking
It's
pitiful.
terrible.
I saw it, and I was like, I'm gonna try it, and it's no, don't.
I would try it.
probably
I
would
changed
try
the book reading from 10 pages to 15 pages because that sounded really easy. And it's honestly not that bad, just an extra 5 pages, but I don't know. The workouts, I changed that from 2 45s a day to just work out 5 times a week because I'm not trying to try for the Olympics, so I don't really care. It's just, get out 5 times, do whatever you want. The water stayed the same. And then I took out the progress picture and then I made it just like put one in that's like your own personal goal you want to do. And for that, mine was getting better sleep. So like trying to wake up at like 7 on work days and like by 9 on weekends. That's been my toughest one because I just sleep into like 8 on work days and then roll out of bed, shower, and go into work. And then weekends I sleep till like 11. But for these last 30 days, I'm trying to not miss one thing. So we'll just see how
Right.
that goes.
That's what we like to hear.
Mhm.
Gotta stay consistent. Gotta build those habits back up. Gotta finish strong here.
I guess I'm attacking 75 hard alone. I will see everyone in 75 days.
So if you do fail, will you announce it publicly on the podcast?
If I
that you
fail, I will. I don't know. Shit. If I
If you
fail,
get it, if you
I
get
will-
at least 40 days, I'll give you $50.
if I fail, I'll let you guys make me a smoothie of whatever.
40 days, Brendan. $50. That's 80 workouts.
Why? Okay, first off, fuck you for going right towards the work. That means that's 80 times your fat ass has to work out, buddy. Could have just said I was gonna fail on the
Are you
alcohol.
jumping on, Brendan? He's betting $50 that you can't do it.
for 40 days, not even the full 70.
He's saying 40 hard.
I'll happily be proved wrong. I don't care. That's good for you guys.
Dude, I don't know if I have the time to do 2 45-minute workouts in a day.
It's only
One
45
outside.
minutes.
See,
Only
one
45.
outside.
One of them has to be outside as well.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna take my big ass outside and for a fucking walk in the rain one night. Yeah, right.
Get you a nice brelly and a little umbrella, and you're good to go.
No, you just deal with the rain, man. Just deal with it.
I will. We'll talk about it at the bees.
Yeah.
I just say you read the David Goggins book and you start carrying the damn boats, bud.
Well, David Goggins didn't help Tony Ferguson much, so he
I'm,
sure as
I,
fuck
I'm,
ain't gonna help
I'm
me.
carrying the boats, all right? I'm carrying the
You gotta
boat.
carry that boat.
Starting tomorrow,
Patty.
I'm carrying the boat, dude.
Patty the Batty.
I'll start next week.
75 hard?
Ugh.
Mm. All right. Well, I'm starting tomorrow. I'll see you boys in 75 days.
Yeah,
You
right.
starting on a Sunday?
Yeah. So let's see.
One
When
week.
will I end? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He is legitimately counting on a calendar
Shit.
for
7,
the
21.
visual audience.
That's 21 right there.
You know what? We'll come
28.
back to him. Let's get into the shout outs for the week. Seems how we're coming to the end of this episode here. Tyler, take it away for the first shout out this week. Tyler.
I
Maybe
believe
that's why
April
Tyler doesn't
April
know.
18th.
15th.
April 18th is 75 days.
18th. Perfect.
April 18th, 75 days. My shout out of the night is going to go to Jared Nixon. He is shouting him out. He's having open heart surgery here soon. I think it's next week. So shout out to him. Hopefully everything goes well, comes out soon, and we'll see him later. So
I like that
I-
one. That was good.
I
Ben
don't
Russell.
have I don't have a particular shout out, so I'm just gonna piggyback off of Tyler and give that gentleman a shout out. Best of luck to you. I don't know you, but we're praying for you. Hopefully everything works out in your favor.
I'm going to shout out Seth Cooper Ryder and Jacob Baker, their families. Seth's dad and Jacob's mom have stage 4 cancer. So prayers out to them, shout out to them, fight the good fight, and just want to say I'm sending on my prayers.
Yeah. Prayers to, all of them out there. Mine's a little, I guess, off that kind of topic.
little-
I just want to
little
shout
upbeat.
out. I just want to shout out just a nice cup of Joe in the morning. Helps you get a long way. So
You know what? Since how Drew made a guest appearance here, how about you give us our last shout out of the week?
Yeah.
If it's not
on the
Noah, we don't
spot,
want it.
on the spot.
Shout out to Josiah. There you go.
I like it. I like it.
Was there any specific reason for that
Who
one?
the fuck's Wolfie Pack?
No, just shout out to Josiah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
and Cornhole Legacy.
World's shittiest left back.
Whoa. Fighting words right there. All right,
Wolfie
everybody.
Pack.
This is gonna be the end of episode 4. Man, been at it for a
Yep.
month now.
Yeah. Big guest the next episode. Be ready.
Yeah, we do. Go give us a follow on YouTube. Make sure you
Subscribe.
you know what I meant.
I didn't.
Hit that notification bell so you get notified when we do post. Go follow us on Spotify and Instagram and TikTok. We do need to get a little bit more active on TikTok and Instagram for y'all, but bear with us while we get going on that. But it's been a pleasure. See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Like on some iCarly shit right there. He said.